As the lights dimmed and the arena erupted into a frenzy, all eyes were on the court. It was a pivotal moment in the game, and the fate of the LA Lakers hung in the balance. Suddenly, a lean, unassuring figure stepped onto the court, overshadowed by his towering teammates. But what he lacked in size, he more than made up for in heart and talent. This was the story of the skinny white child who defied all odds and rose to stardom on the LA Lakers. How did he do it? What were the secrets to his success? Join us as we delve into the inspiring journey of one of basketball's most unlikely heroes. A few former NBA players were talking about Austin Reaves' rise. Gilbert Arenas said that he believes the Lakers are fully behind him for 4 years and $50 million. Rashad McCants almost spat his drink out. Stop it! But you're giving it to him because first of all, he's white, and second of all, he plays for the lousy Lakers? So he wouldn't be playing if the Lakers weren't a complete joke. While it may seem harsh, many individuals are thinking about what you just said. Josh Green, another young player for instance, had 22.6 assists and 7 rebounds in a single week, which is more than Austin Reaves did during the same period while also playing more effectively and defensively. But did Josh Green get any mention at all? No, and I'm curious as to what makes those two people unique. One is on the Lakers. I know what you're thinking. What do you think, however, that it is because Austin Reaves is white that this is the case? Well, I'm aware of that, but I genuinely concur there is one cause, however, and it isn't racism. So, how did a candidate with 0 stars get into this predicament? Reaves was a recruit with 0 stars for 2 key reasons. He wasn't competing on the AAU circuit, to start. He originally intended to play baseball before deciding to transition to basketball. He was raised in a community of 1,200 people in Arkansas on a farm. While both of his parents were elite D1 athletes, they advised Austin to either work on a farm or go to the gym. He later took up basketball, although he was only able to participate in AAU for 1 season, hence, not many people were aware of him. He was a fantastic player in high school, but scouts believed his statistics were fabricated. Someone has to win if you attend a school where there are 52 seniors. But his points weren't as usual. He defeated Malik Monk for the state title as a freshman, repeated as the winner as a sophomore, and as a senior, he emulated Kobe with Mamba-like statistics, including a 33-point quarter with a buzzer-beating victory and 73 points in a triple overtime contest. The only actual school to give a scholarship was Wichita State, since everyone else saw a small white kid who didn't appear exceptional. The Shockers now prosper by acquiring players that major colleges pass over. Austin was a freshman and just 17 years old when they made it to the Final Four 2 years earlier with Fred VanVleet and Brad Wanamaker, so he didn't play much. Things grew so bad that he was just a backup, unhappy with his position since he knew he could do more. He thus made the difficult choice to transfer to Oklahoma. Ordinarily, it would be advantageous, since OU is a larger institution, but the regulations would require him to sit out the full year. Austin was thus only permitted at practice when the team was competing in March Madness on live television. But something that year altered his life. Reaves was crushing his 5-star colleagues in practice as he worked hard to establish his worthiness. Austin, I honestly feel you might be a first-round choice in the NBA, remarked Reaves' coach as he was being brought to the locker room. Texas remarked, this man has been around. He has seen a variety of basketball. He is Buddy Hield and Trae Young. The first time I genuinely thought, wow, it's like really conceivable, was at that point. He went off as a senior, scoring 27 points against Gonzaga after scoring 32 points in OU's second game, and 23 points in his first round of the March Madness. He was now prepared to determine if his coach was correct. It turns out he wasn't. However, there was no way Austin was going to be selected in the first round, according to his agent. He'd most likely sign a G League deal in the second round. But it was at that point that Austin truly found his inner Kobe and devised a strategy. By threatening to only sign with the Lakers, Kobe's representatives convinced him to join them in 1996. Hence, Austin demanded an NBA deal with a complete guarantee from all parties apart from the Lakers. On draft night, the Pistons phoned, but they declined to accede to his requests. Some individuals live to hear their name called on draft night, but Austin sacrificed that to join the Laker organization. He's so committed to a two-way G League NBA deal with LA immediately after the selection. Austin said he wanted to play alongside LeBron because he believed the two of them could interact on an intellectual level. But it turned out that in LA, he would relate to a different player better. Yet, LeBron's private workout in Las Vegas before training camp served as the first test. In a gym with 5 Hall of Famers, LeBron, AD, Russ, Dwight Howard, and Carmelo Anthony, entered the thin white boy that no one believed in. Everyone else's profession was established, but Austin was aware that if he made a mistake, he may have to return to the family farm. Ron dribbled baseline and tossed a dart to the corner for me while we were in Vegas. In my memory, everything happened in slow motion. I thought, please catch it, just catch the ball, as soon as I saw it. The next was, just don't hit the backboard. I was told when I was in the left corner, I don't care whether you make it, hit the rim, miss it, or hit the edge of the backboard. Just don't hit it. I fired it, and while it hurt to do so, it all went into the net. A big sigh of relief could be heard. We're going to get through this just fine, I thought. Even though it was preseason, Reaves still needed to accomplish an impossible task. LeBron James despises newcomer teammates. His club has played a first-round selection with LeBron 5 times throughout his 20-year career. They are first-round skills, yet the majority of these players didn't even make it out of the league and had miserable lives. Austin was never even picked. How is Austin Reaves going to make it through and establish himself on LeBron's squad, who usually always trades their choice for an experienced player? The first instance occurred in December versus Dallas. Overtime resulted in a draw. After LeBron is doubled, the ball is intercepted by Russ, who drives and kicks it to an unguarded Austin Reaves. A 3-point attempt by Reaves frees. His teammates surrounded him since they knew how doubtful he had been. While LeBron's blowing Austin's mind became a joke, Rajon Rondo was the one who took him under his wing. Reaves performed well throughout the season, despite pestering the point guard with several inquiries on how to see the game. But in March of this year, Reaves took his career to a new level. He's raced the line like a pro and has averaged double digits. Darvin Ham started Reaves when Malik Beasley was struggling, and after scoring 35 the night before, he exploded for 25 points and 11 assists. Nevertheless, the negative aspect of all of this achievement is the racism that exists. Austin Reaves is undoubtedly receiving a lot of support, much as Alex Caruso did when a Laker, but the supporters are not hateful. I believe it's simply interesting to watch any other race of players succeed in a league that is 73% black. It's not that people like Austin Reaves or Jeremy Lin more than one another, it's simply incredibly odd to see that, and strange things have a tendency to become viral. While it's not necessarily a bad thing, race does not have a role in it, it's just peculiar. Yet, because he went undrafted, another club has the opportunity to sign him to a hefty backloaded deal this summer. Reaves will be traded this summer if LA treats him as they treated Alex Caruso, according to Austin, who previously said that his aim in the NBA is to earn as much money as he can while playing. The Portland Trail Blazers may be the club that swoops in and steals him. Despite having a healthy Damian Lillard and Dame playing the greatest basketball of his career, they won't make the playoffs this season. While I am aware of his extreme loyalty, some unsettling new information indicates that Damian Lillard is poised to experience a significant change. Now, we want to hear from you. Who is your favorite underdog story in the NBA? Leave a comment down below and let us know. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories and insightful content on the world of sports. Until next time, keep dreaming big and working hard towards your goals. Who knows, you could be the next underdog story to make it big in the NBA.